right, guys. Well, welcome to this episode. I'm here with Nancy with the Essential Detox, and we're just going to have a conversation and talk about what you do and how you started it and just everything.
Yeah,
So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys. A lot of people they're not very open-minded to parasite cleansing in general, which is, for those of you that do not know, that's what the Essential Detox is. It's a parasite cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a very frou-frou pretty subject to talk about. I mean, it's not one of those things that people are like, wow, let's sit down and talk about your parasite.
Yeah, totally. But it's definitely becoming, ever since the first time I posted about one, I've gotten so many messages from people, which is a big reason why I wanted to do this video.
Yeah.
So many people just want to know more. So many people are kind of confused on how it works. And
absolutely,
I think so many people are trying to upgrade their health in general and just waking up to all the different, ways we can, And I think cleanses were big for a couple years, like colon cleanses and liver cleanses.
Well, you know what I like to say? They were trendy.
Yeah, totally.
At one point.
Yes.
And that really created a big stigma for detoxing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you just want to get skinny. It's like, no, there is so much more to just cleansing and detoxing
totally.
than getting skinny and getting, having a good body, physically. It goes much deeper. So viruses, bacteria, fungus, mold, parasites, our bodies just harvest and hold on to.
Yeah.
And, if you're talking about a child that may be a few years old, they're not going to have like an overload like someone like myself being 33 might have.
Yes.
So, you're right when you say people don't talk about it, but it's because it's so frowned upon. So many doctors don't even think that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
They don't think that they even exist. So it's not a subject that people visit very often. So when you have someone that is open-minded to it, it's kind of like they just get it. It just clicks with them. They're like I understand that I have all these toxins and these bugs and different viruses and bacteria causing my system to not be able to operate properly.
Yeah.
And when you have an overload of something, too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter if good things and bad things.
Yeah,
and
totally.
A lot of people think that, we don't live with parasites, like we shouldn't have them at all. And that's actually not true either. It's about keeping that healthy gut balance.
Yeah.
It's 80-20, 20% bad bacteria in the gut, 80% a clean environment.
Interesting.
And then your immune system, really, when you don't have that burden of toxins overloaded in the body, your body and your immune system will take care of it.
Feel like they will only have parasites if they travel. And then a lot of people don't feel like, well, if I've never gone anywhere, then I don't have parasites.
Right. So parasites can be picked up. People are usually mind blown by this. You can pick up a parasite walking barefooted in contaminated soil.
Yeah.
They're microscopic to the eye.
Yeah.
You cannot see them all the time until 3 or 4 years later when they've been growing inside for that long.
Totally.
Right. So people very, very much mistaken when they think that traveling is the only way to pick them up.
Yeah.
So that is actually how I personally did pick up a parasite.
Okay, me too.
So not a parasite. I shouldn't say that. From the beginning, before I even traveled, I, had 26, 27 years of buildup. I had never cleansed before. And then I took a trip to the Middle East.
Okay.
Was there for 12 days. 6 of the days I had terrible diarrhea, throwing up. What they call, now I know they call that traveler's tummy.
Okay.
Because your body is being introduced to a specific virus and bacteria that it's not been introduced to extensively before.
Yeah.
Whereas now you're in this other country, that bacteria is just part of their water, and
totally.
Everyone in that country is used to it.
Yeah.
They're okay with it. It's new to me. It's new to my body.
Yeah.
That combined with all the other good viruses and bacteria, parasites that are already in the gut, it just completely set my body off.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I could have handled what you were living with previously.
Mm-hmm.
I was handling that okay.
Yeah.
And then when you went and traveled and I got this new, apparently, you know, it was a very strong bacteria,
wow.
you know, whatever it was that
yeah.
I picked up, my body just shut down. I came home from the Middle East. I was
mm-hmm.
having panic attacks. I've never had anxiety in my life.
Wow.
I was having panic attacks, fatigue. I was
mm-hmm.
so tired. I would wake up in the morning tired.
Yeah.
And that was because at night, and I knew this, I caught on to this, even before I realized I had parasites, I was waking up like 3 and 4 times every single night.
Wow.
And that was not common for me.
And a lot of people confuse that with, because I know in my case, I thought for a long time I had major thyroid issues. And it's kind of the same symptoms you get with a parasite.
They are.
Yeah.
So yeah, my body, you know, again, it just started shutting down. And one morning I woke up super nauseous.
Oh
just
my.
Normal day, nauseous. I was like, God, I'm really thirsty. So I chugged a bunch of water. And within 3 minutes, I was in the bathroom throwing the water up.
Oh my gosh.
And when I did, in the toilet with a bunch of water was this tiny little worm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You know, it was very clear what it was. Like I jumped. I was like, oh my God.
Oh
like,
my
this
gosh.
Is not happening.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so being the, you know, holistic mindset person that I am,
mm-hmm.
I instantly dug into parasite cleansing.
Yeah.
You know, what can I do to get rid of these? I knew going to the doctor after doing some research.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a doctor person anyways. I don't use it too much.
Yeah,
but,
same.
You know, emergencies, there's a time and a place for everything.
For sure.
I wanted to try and get a hold of this, ahead of this by myself
mm-hmm.
first, because that's just how I am.
Yeah, totally.
So I went through a couple of parasite cleanses and I got results. I was
mm-hmm.
seeing things. And then I realized that I could be getting much greater results adding in a specific supplement like a binder
mm-hmm.
to help eliminate the die-off and the toxins that the herbs I was taking were going in and killing off.
Okay.
So a lot of us don't have open pathways
mm-hmm.
and a lot of us are not necessarily equipped and ready for a detox.
mm-hmm.
So you might have to work with your body for a couple months
or
a couple weeks to, you know, prep it.
mm-hmm.
So in the beginning, that's what was happening to me.
Yeah.
I was feeling the effects of the detox and the die-off.
Okay.
And then once I added in that carbon binder that we use in the Essential Detox, it completely eliminated those bad detox side effects, the die-off symptoms.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so traveling is not the only way you can get it.
Yeah.
You know, mud pies when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really want to hear this, but vaccines have even been known to have, you know, parasites, parasite eggs. And, again, not many people want to visit that topic, but it's the truth. Mm-hmm. You know, they can be picked up. Sushi, beef, pork, undercooked beef is one of the biggest. Pork.
Mm-hmm.
I also, 2 or 3 years previous to going to the Middle East, I had another, call it a food poisoning, stomach bug. It's all the same. It's a new bacteria, virus that your body is not used to, and
mm-hmm.
the sickness you get from it is your body purging. It's saying, I cannot live with this. I don't want to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually your body adapts to living with it, and all of those symptoms kind of fade away. The throwing
that makes
up,
sense.
The diarrhea, your body transitions to living with it then.
Yeah.
So then, you know, your body, you kind of adapt to it, but then 4 or 5 years goes by and these weird symptoms start showing up,
mm-hmm.
like thyroid, you know, signs and conditions, waking up 4 times a night, bloating is such a huge one. I hear from people every day.
Mm-hmm.
Bloating, I can't even eat a piece of watermelon. And I'm like, that is not normal.
Totally.
You know?
Which I feel like is probably the number one question I get from people. It's always, what can I do for my bloating? And people always just kind of want this quick fix answer, and and then I have to tell them, maybe you should look into getting to the root cause. And I always tell them about parasite. I actually just wrote a girl and told her, maybe you should look into a parasite cleanse, or if you have a gut issue, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and that can be, it doesn't have to be parasites. It
Yeah.
can be bacterial.
Totally.
SIBO is another one.
Yeah.
Small intestines bacterial overgrowth.
Yeah.
It's just a broad spectrum, wide range of toxins that our body accumulates.
Yeah.
And over time, we just kind of raise our white flag and we're like, we can't handle it anymore. We're done. We surrender. And that's when, again, those signs and symptoms of bloating, fatigue, they start to show up.
Yeah.
And then it turns, it goes on left untreated or for 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And then you're working with something much greater.
Totally. Yeah, that's funny. I actually went to Bali a couple of years ago, and I had Bali belly, which is like their version. And and for 10 days I had every symptom imaginable, and I feel like that was kind of the start. But my friend, who's actually from Indonesia and has been living in the US for about, like, I would say almost 10 years now, she was like, I can have anything in, like, I have a bacteria from living in Bali that I could literally eat anything, and I have never gotten sick. I have never felt like sensitive to any. She's never had food poisoning or anything, because she said that she has the bacteria that
I mean,
so it's interesting.
It makes sense.
When you took the binder, were you already making your own parasite cleanses, or were you just using?
So once I took a couple parasite cleanses from an herb shop that's local here in Las Vegas. Like I said, they got me good results. But at that point, I knew, like you said, it's not gonna be overnight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get instant results. You're gonna have to detox quite a few times. I'm on year 2 now. I keep touching this mic. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, and it's not something that you just do one time and then you're good for the rest of your life.
No,
yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of my biggest things with teaching my clients. It's just like it's a lifelong habit.
Yeah.
It's not. People are like, "Am I going to be detoxing my whole life?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, but okay, I'm fatigued way too often. It's time to cleanse."
Yeah.
That's an overload, toxic burden on your body.
Yeah, totally.
So it's just about being in tune with yourself and knowing when the time is to cleanse.
Yeah.
So I started buying. I was originally buying herbal cleanses with clove, oregano, wormwood, black walnut.
Yeah.
And I have personally built a doTERRA business for 6 years now. So
nice.
I was like, all of these herbs, all of these detoxes have the same thing as the oils that I have right here in my medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
That's my medicine cabinet. So I was like, I wonder if, these essential oils can help just the same with parasite cleansing. So I dug in, went to town researching. Clove, oregano, and turmeric
nice.
Is our favorite for the Essential Detox. So those are the oils we choose to kill with.
Yeah.
And then we have an herbal blend. It's black walnut and wormwood.
Okay.
And so we use those 5 to cleanse with. So the essential oils, I used to take the capsule and take each oil bottle and just drop oil.
Yeah.
I think you may have even done that from the beginning.
Yeah.
But now I will send like an empty bottle like this.
Okay.
With the box.
Okay.
And they can make a blend. So instead of dropping it, now you have a blend of clove, oregano, turmeric, and a carrier oil, and you put that into a capsule. You're getting the pure essential oil. There's no additives, no fillers. These are one of the only companies I trust to take internally, and we can touch more on that later. But just for the viewers watching, don't go to Whole Foods and buy essential oils and put them in a capsule. That is a huge no-no.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. So when you start to play with or use essential oils that are, so on the back of essential oils, if they are ingestible, and I thought I would have one around here, but I don't. If they're ingestible, on the back of it, they'll have a supplementation facts. Not, that won't be on the bottle.
Yeah. I know even when I've looked at Whole Foods and all their oils, they all say for external use only. Yeah.
External or topical.
Yeah.
They put.
Yeah.
So that is, their way of saying like it's lavender is not just lavender. Just lemon probably isn't just lemon.
Oh, that there's other things mixed in them.
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of companies even use lemongrass in their lemon because a lot of people don't know the difference.
Wow.
I do.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
and
interesting.
A lot of people do, but it's called adulteration. You know, it's adding additives, fillers, and stuff to the oil.
Yeah.
To make them go further so that they can make more off of them.
Wow.
So
that's so good to know. I mean, for people at home, I feel like so many people wouldn't know that.
That's the problem is that people have really bad stigmas about using essential oils internally, and that is probably because maybe they know someone, they have a friend or a family or themselves that have done it and have gotten really, really sick.
Totally, yeah.
And that's because it clearly was not just clove. They're ingestible. We can, ingest those.
Wow.
And they're really, successful oils to take internally. I mean, people say my pain has gone from like a 10 to a 3. Women's moon cycles, it's huge. Women are like, I've never felt so good on my cycle.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So, it's a new way of using essential oils that a lot of people are not familiar with. But as long as you're smart about it and you respect the oils, because they are medicine, people are just like, oh, give me all the oils.
Yeah.
You need one drop.
Yeah.
You
totally.
Need one
drop. I
drop.
could see how it would be easy to be like, totally.
And so a big part of our thing with the Essential Detox is teaching people safely how to parasite cleanse with the essential oils.
I love that.
And that's why I mostly included the binder as well, because when you use herbs and oils to go in and kill stuff off, like I said earlier, you're having, it's kind of gross, but when you kill anything off,
for it.
Okay, that's kind of gross. When you kill anything off like that, a specific gas is released. It's called ammonia. So that happens inside of us when we kill off viruses, bacteria, parasites. But the binder helps to absorb the ammonia, because those are all things that can come with detoxing.
Totally.
Especially if your pathways are not ready for a detox.
I know. I was originally so drawn to yours because before I found you, I had bought some powder at Whole Foods that you mix with water, and
that sounds terrible.
And you just like mix it with, it's like mix with water 2 times a day and you're good. And I did it and I never felt a difference. I did a round of that and I was just like, I don't really feel any different. And I didn't see or feel anything either. And then I remember I somehow found you on Instagram and I was like, wow, you really know what you're talking about. And I had already, what's that one, Dr. Jess. Yeah, I was reading a lot about the open pathways and the binders and stuff. And so when I saw yours and that you talk a lot about and include the binder and the tea, I was like, okay, she knows, she's the pro. Like I need
not
to.
A professional. I'm definitely not a doctor.
But pro compared to the Whole Foods little powder that, and I was like, I need to upgrade my parasite cleanse now.
But you know what? It's everyone's journey. It's
totally.
Baby steps. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
This is not where I started.
Yeah.
I had to learn what is the best method to cleansing, parasite cleansing, detoxing. Because it's not self-explanatory.
Totally.
And that's what I like about kind of the simplicity we did with the Essential Detox.
Yeah.
It's step 1 through 3. You do it twice a day for 14 days.
Yeah. I have always been so, holistic and natural and really into like health and fitness, but I am definitely don't know a lot. Like what I thought I was doing to cleanse wasn't. I thought like taking some chlorophyll and a green smoothie and a pill that said liver cleanse, like I'm good to go, getting a colonic here and there,
I understand completely. Me and my business partner were just talking because I mentioned I've been doing doTERRA for about 6 or 7 years now. And 3 or 4 years ago, her and I would go live on Instagram talking about enzymes and probiotics and how it's like this dynamic duo for a flat tummy.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm like, that was the stigma or the trend. We created that trend, and that's terrible. Like we knew nothing about detoxing. We just knew how to get skinny.
Yeah,
now,
totally.
We more so like understand, like getting, like you said, getting to the root cause.
Yeah.
Like, what's causing this bloating? Why is my body not digesting this?
Yeah.
So it really makes a big difference. We're all on our own journey.
Totally.
You know,
yeah.
We are where we are supposed to be.
Exactly. And, I mean, and it's kind of, I don't know, fun, but when I first did the first time, I don't know if I even ever told you this, but like I feel like it was day 3 or so, I had the worst headache that I've had. I get regular migraines like once every so often. Yes. And I just had the worst, which is to cleanse heavy metals from the brain. Yes. And which I also need to get more of that soon too. But I had the worst headache ever. And then when I get a migraine like that, all I could do is just try and go to sleep. And so I just shut everything off, tried to sleep. And I woke up in the middle of the night so thirsty, and I chugged a ton of water. And then I just felt so nauseous, and I went and just threw up, and I looked in the toilet. This is about to get TMI, but there were worms like all in my throw up.
You never told me this.
Yeah. That I'm surprised I haven't told you that. But yeah, that was, I thought I messaged you about it, but I guess I didn't. But yeah,
purging.
Yeah.
Better out than in, I say.
Yeah, but it was like, it was like crazy, but also it felt good to know, okay, it's coming out of me.
Working.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the cleanses before, I wouldn't see anything, you know, right. And not that everything you do, you're always going to see such intense results.
Visual, right.
But it definitely was, you know.
Right. I mean, it's I tell people, I'm like, you may not, because they're like, do I have to dig through my, bathroom? Yeah. Like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But if you want to see your results, then yes, you might need to. Mm-hmm. But some people are okay not seeing that.
Yeah, for sure.
They're aware enough, they feel okay, but I like to see it.
Yeah.
I like to see that it's coming out. I like to know, okay, that was in me, now it's not.
Yeah, totally. And then how long have you been doing this now?
The Essential Detox only for about 2 years.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So I started parasite cleansing myself, right? Mm-hmm. And I got such great results, and I'm a talker.
Yeah.
I word of mouth is my thing.
Yeah.
My jam. So my girlfriends, we were all just talking one day.
Totally.
All the same issues,
Mm-hmm.
previous to me throwing up this worm.
Yeah.
They were like, I can relate to that. And so they were like, okay, Nancy, we want your protocol. Let's see what you're doing here. So I would send them to 2 or 3 different places to buy all the different stuff in the kit. Yeah. And they would do it. They got amazing results. They were like, wow. Oh my God, Nancy, like I didn't know what to expect going into this. I can't believe I'm visually seeing this stuff.
Yeah.
So once 8 to 10 people went through that protocol and they got such wonderful results, mm-hmm. I realized I needed to make it easier to get their hands on.
And you were becoming the go-to person also. Yeah.
People were starting to tag me and they're like, oh my God, Nancy, this came out of me today, and it's like, okay, so people are starting to see and be more, like you said, interested with parasite cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, how can I do this and make it as easy as possible?
Yeah. So I love that.
I make the black walnut and the wormwood. It takes 8 weeks to make.
Wow.
I capsulate the charcoal binder, and then the digestive tea, I buy all the different herbs to blend it.
Yeah, and I love that.
It just step 1, 2, and 3. And there is another bottle, which is the essential oils, mm-hmm. but it's super easy. And I also, this is so funny too, the first parasite cleanse that I did, I told my husband, I'm like, as if parasite cleansing is not gross enough, the bottle has bugs and worms on it. Every time I take this, I think about frogs and insects and bugs.
Yeah, totally.
Like, this is not cool. I want something that looks like, that's a cool looking detox.
Yeah, for sure.
Those labeled, there's no worms.
And I feel like you just make it look so simple and easy too.
Part to remember is kill, bind, release.
Okay.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Choose something, bind it. Couple of different binders you can choose, and then however you have to release it. Mm-hmm. Some people have to turn to enemas.
Okay.
Some people have to go to colonics.
Yeah.
Castor oil packs. You can put essential oils on the tummy. Epsom salt baths.
Mm-hmm.
The list could go on. So I like to drink 1 to 2 cups per day during my 14-day cleanse, because a lot of times when individuals' pathways are not open and they add the charcoal binder, it does just that. It literally binds everything.
And then it's just,
and then it's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah,
so
totally.
You kind of have to be proactive with some type of herbs or oils to keep things regular. Enzymes are great, probiotics.
Yeah.
So everyone's different. What works for Nancy doesn't work for Tiffany, and vice versa. So a lot of it is trial and error. But like I said, just remembering kill, bind, release.
Yeah. I love that you say that too, because I tell that to all my clients in the 21-day reset is what works for me isn't going to also work for you. And it's, trial and error a lot of the times.
It's not a one size glove fits all.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what would be your kind of like top things that you want people to know at home about parasite cleanses or about parasites in general?
I think you can clean your house with bleach all day. You can Lysol your house all day. You're still not exempt from getting parasites.
You can be the cleanest person ever.
Yes. It doesn't mean you're a dirty person.
Yeah.
When you have parasites. That was one of the biggest things I felt when I first realized I had them. I'm like, you have worms. Like, this is not okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the more research I done, I realized it's actually very, very common.
Yeah.
It's just not talked about a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't think that you're exempt from picking up pathogens that you come in contact with every day. And just because they don't make you sick initially, over a 5 to 10 year period, that could all switch and change. So you may not get a stomach bug like you and I did traveling.
Yeah. You might not have something so intense.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could have started, you could have picked up something when you were a child, and then in your 30s and 40s, it just starts to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly feel like, the things I ate as a kid is just disgusting, but
Girl, I grew up on pork.
Okay. I didn't grow up on pork, but I grew up on McDonald's like every single meal. Yeah. And who knows what was in, I ate Wiener Schnitzel, like all of those that later came out. There was like horse meat in it, so I don't know. And I feel like, then in my late 20s is when I just got such major health issues. And I was healthy in my 20s, but it's because, all those years prior and the beginning of my 20s, I was like, I'm fine. I feel perfectly, like my health is amazing. I'm staying so thin,
I know. That's why I said that in the beginning of this. I'm like, detoxing isn't to not get thin.
Yeah.
It's a side benefit.
Yeah.
But it's not the reason to detox.
Totally.
It's like what you said.
Yeah.
Same with me. Mine started in my early 20s.
Yeah.
It was bacterial infections, yeast infections.
Yeah.
Your doctor just continues to give you antibiotics.
Totally.
And in your 30s, you're like, okay, this needs way more than an antibiotic.
Yeah, totally.
Antiviral, antiparasitic, So yeah, we're not given those things as children. It's not something we're taught.
Yeah.
But it's so common.
Yeah.
So just have that awareness. Don't think that you guys are exempt from getting it. No one is. I don't care where you live.
Yeah, totally.
It's not a third world country. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah. No, I'm so glad that we were able to have this conversation, because I have gotten a lot of messages asking me, and I always just send them your Instagram, and I'm like, just contact her, because I don't know what the heck I might know a little, but I'm not gonna,
you know more than you.
Yeah, but not, and then I'm like, contact her, and I just thought it'd be so helpful to so many people to really go deeper into this and kind of open this conversation up, and also just shine a light on what you're doing, because I do think what you've made is so special compared to so many other, parasite cleanses out there, you know?
Well, I love to just focus on the education.
Yeah.
You know, like I tell my clients from the beginning, I'm like, I want this to be something you instill in your family, your children, your grandchildren, you know, like everyone in your family from here on out needs to know this. Thank you for being so open-minded and sharing with all of your viewers, because, you know, you never know the lives you change.
Totally.
Just teaching that simple, forgotten thing that they don't teach us anymore.
Yeah. Well, and you cleared up so many of the, you know, stigmas, the misconceptions, and all of that too. So I think that's going to be really helpful for a lot of people. And what about where to reach you?
So on the Essential Detox kit is on Instagram, so it's at the Essential Detox Kit.
Okay.
My website is almost done yet, so I can give you the link, but it's not up and live yet. It's going to be in about 2 weeks.
Okay,
it's
awesome.
Just going to be theessentialdetoxkit.com.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll link it all below too, and.
For sure.
And then, you do a call with it too.
So anyone that it purchases any of the products get a free 15-minute.
That's so amazing.
Protocol overview. Because again, you can get this and you're like, okay, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
You know, it's labeled step 1, step 2, step 3. But there's, again, so much more to it.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to know this is killing, this is binding, this is releasing.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like our phone call is what made us like want to get closer. Like
sure.
Right after I talked to you on the phone, I just felt like, oh, I just feel so close with her, and this girl's my girl right now. You know, yeah, exactly. But it's amazing that you do that phone call, because again, like you can go to the store and buy something, but you're left on your own.
Absolutely.
And you don't know what you're doing, you know, and I think it's so amazing you do that.
About that.
Yeah.
And pretty much all my clients have my phone number stored.
Like,
say my number, Worm Lady, whatever.
Yeah, totally. I love that.
Call me.
Yeah. I love Worm Lady.
I just want people to know that they're not in this alone. You know, it can be emotional. It can be, you know, when children start detoxing, the temper tantrums, you know, it's just so letting people know what to expect, what's normal, what's not normal. It's very important.
Yeah, I love that. Is there anything else that you want to kind of add about it?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if anyone ever has any other questions, feel free to comment, or all her info will be linked below, and you could just contact her. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
And thanks for joining us. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.